Welcome to RouteMagic. This video will guide you through every key warehouse operation, from placing and receiving purchase orders to performing stock takes, executing production vouchers, and running insightful reports. By the end, you'll be fully prepared to streamline your warehouse processes for maximum efficiency. 1. Ordering and receiving inventory. Purchase orders. To create a purchase order (PO), navigate to Inventory Management and select Purchase Order. Click on Add New and select your supplier and target warehouse, then list the products and quantities needed. You can also add discounts, taxes, and notes, both internal and those that appear on the PO PDF. You can attach relevant documents, for example, invoices or quotes, that suppliers provide. Approval and statuses. Depending on company-level settings, newly created POs might auto-approve or go into a pending state. Once approved, you can request inventory, indicating to the system that you expect incoming stock. Partial deliveries are handled seamlessly. If the supplier ships less than ordered, a mismatch reason, for example, supplier out of stock, is recorded, keeping everyone informed of short shipments. Receiving and delivery. When the PO items arrive, you'll mark them as delivered using the Receive Adjust Inventory screen. More on that below. If quantities match exactly, the PO moves to delivered status. If not, the PO remains partially delivered until the remainder arrives or is canceled. Purchase invoices. For accounting integration, you may generate a purchase invoice tied to that PO. This step helps finalize costs in your financial records, including taxes, shipping fees, or partial invoices if multiple shipments occur. Under Receive and Adjust Inventory. Receiving inventory. Navigate to Inventory Management and select Receive/Adjust Inventory. Click Add to open a new window. Select your PO number, if applicable, and the system will auto-populate items expected. Enter the quantity actually received. Any shortfall triggers a mismatch reason box. Adjusting stock. Correct errors, remove damaged items, or handle spoilage by adjusting inventory. Provide a reason, for example, damaged or spoiled, which the system logs in the ledger for transparency. Partial and overage handling. If you receive more than the PO quantity, RouteMagic warns you, for example, "Are you sure you want to receive more?" Confirming this allows the overage to be recorded. Once the full ordered quantity is met across one or multiple deliveries, the system removes the PO from the awaiting list. Inventory stock. Real-time overview. The inventory stock screen provides a snapshot of your current stock levels by warehouse or vehicle. It highlights how many units are good, sellable, how many are damaged, pending versus free stock. Pending orders shows how many units are already reserved for upcoming deliveries. Free stock, the quantity actually available for new orders. Filtering and display. You can filter by product category or search for a specific product. Customize columns, for example, hide or show columns like damaged stock, to focus on data that matters most to you. Inventory ledger. Central record. The inventory ledger logs every transaction affecting stock, picking for sales, receiving from purchase orders, adjusting for damages, or transferring between warehouses. Each entry includes a timestamp, user, and the quantity change. Verification and reconciliation. Compare the ledger with physical counts or your financial system to ensure your recorded stock remains accurate. If errors surface, you can correct them via Adjust Inventory, automatically generating ledger entries that clarify the discrepancy. Warehouse stock take. On the inventory stock screen, stock take aligns your recorded inventory with physical counts, vital for preventing stockouts or over-ordering. Warehouse staff or drivers, in the case of vehicles, can initiate a stock take through the app or the ERP backoffice. Normal versus blind stock take. Normal. The system displays existing stock figures. You confirm or adjust them based on a physical count. Blind. The system hides recorded numbers, requiring you to enter actual counts from scratch for an unbiased check. Auto-posting versus manual. If automatic posting is enabled, the system updates stock levels the moment you submit final counts. Otherwise, a manager on the back office under the stocktake report can review the stocktake results before applying them, particularly useful if large discrepancies arise. You have to accept the inventory from receive/adjust inventory screen as well if incoming inventory requires confirmation setting is enabled. End of day requirement. Optionally, the system can mandate a stocktake before the route or warehouse day ends. This ensures up-to-date figures every day, reducing surprises the next morning. 3. Warehouse transfer. Stock movement. Transfer stock seamlessly between warehouse to warehouse, warehouse to vehicle, vehicle to warehouse, vehicle to vehicle. Perfect for redistributing goods to where they're needed, especially if certain items are running low in one location. Transfer statuses. Requested. A transfer is initiated and pending review or dispatch. Dispatched. The items are confirmed to be in transit. Received. The destination acknowledges receipt, updating both source and destination stock levels. Van-to-van use case. Two drivers on the road can quickly exchange goods if one is short. The back office or the handheld with proper permissions logs the transaction. This ensures continuous sales without returning to a main warehouse, improving efficiency. Approvals and offline handling. Admins can configure whether transfers need an approve step or if they auto-process. If the source or destination device is offline, the system will update as soon as it reconnects. 4. Production vouchers. Production vouchers enable you to transform existing stock items into a new product for sale. Creation and approval. In inventory management, select production voucher, select input items, for example, raw ingredients, and the intended output product. Add overhead costs if relevant, e.g. labor, packaging, then approve the voucher. Upon approval, inventory for the input items is reduced, while the finished product quantity is increased accordingly. Traceability. The system logs each production run in the inventory ledger as an operation labeled production voucher. This transparency helps track which items were consumed and how many new items were created. Recipes. A recipe is a predefined formula. For example, 2 kilograms of product A plus 3 kilograms of product B equals 4 units of product C. Create these under inventory management, go to recipes specifying input items, outputs, and overhead cost calculations. Execution. In the recipes list, pick a recipe and click Execute. Indicate the number of batches, the warehouse to draw stock from, and any overhead. If enough input stock is on hand, the system automatically deducts the inputs and increases the outputs. Cost updates. Overhead merges with input costs to find the final average cost of the new product. If Update Product Cost is enabled, RouteMagic updates cost fields in your product database, ensuring accurate margins and pricing. Recipe Execution Report. Each time you run a recipe, the system creates an execution record that shows date, time, user, batch count, input and output items, and final cost updates. 6. Reports. 6A. Stocktake. Consolidated summary. After a stocktake session, normal or blind, the system can generate a full breakdown of items counted, highlighting discrepancies. Audit trail lists who performed the count, reasons for variations, and final posted adjustments. This helps when investigating persistent stock mismatches. 6B. Stock change condition. Tracking damaged versus good stock. This report records every instance where goods moved from good to damaged or reversed if reworked or repaired. Historical insight. Evaluate patterns of recurring damage, which might indicate issues with suppliers, packaging, or warehouse practices. 6C. Recipe Execution Report. Batch production history lists each recipe execution, including the warehouse used, input quantities, output product, overhead cost, and resulting final cost per unit. Quality control and costing ensures you have end-to-end visibility on how raw materials are transformed into finished goods, verifying none of the steps were missed or incorrectly applied. 6D. Shortfall Report. Identifying insufficient stock. Quickly flags any product shortfall when a sales order cannot be fulfilled with current inventory. Prompt replenishment. Use the data to raise a purchase order or arrange a warehouse transfer to cover the deficit and avoid customer dissatisfaction. 6. E. Demand report. Day-by-day product demand analyzes which items customers ordered each day, offering a deeper look at your overall sales cycle. Forecasting and trend analysis spot bestsellers, seasonal spikes, or slow-moving items. This data is invaluable for refining your purchase and production strategies. Conclusion. In this detailed exploration of RouteMagic's warehouse operations, we've covered every essential step: creating and managing purchase orders, receiving and adjusting inventory, plus maintaining real-time inventory stock, reviewing the inventory ledger for complete transaction visibility, conducting routine warehouse stock takes, normal or blind, executing warehouse transfers for maximum flexibility, generating new products via production vouchers and recipes, gaining insights from comprehensive reports including stock take, stock change condition, recipe execution, shortfall, and demand. By mastering each step, your warehouse teams stay productive and your stock remains accurate. We hope this training sets you on the path to smooth, error-free warehouse management within RouteMagic. Thank you for watching!